Hi everyone, my name is Nadia. I'm an illustrator and I've created a brush set that I'd like to introduce to you. This is an oil pastel brush set. It also includes 5 textures and 3 paper canvases. But I'll talk about those later. Let's start with the brushes. The oil pastel set includes 9 unique brushes, each with its own characteristics. Let me tell you more about them. Liner brush. This is a thin brush that creates smooth strokes with light pressure. However, when you press harder and increase the sharpness, the stroke becomes rough and torn. Let's change the color. You can see it even better when zoomed in. These rough edges add a realistic pastel effect. Oil crayon brush. This brush is very expressive. As you apply more pressure, the stroke becomes not only thicker and more solid, but also fuller, while still maintaining its graphic quality. Even when blending colors, you can clearly see how it works here. Maxi crayon brush. Like the previous brush, this one also reacts to pressure, but it creates a denser and more filled-in stroke. However, the oil pastel texture remains visible along the edges. You can see how well it covers the surface, while still keeping that signature pastel look. This brush is great for filling large areas while preserving the distinct oil pastel texture along the edges. Oil pastel brush. This brush closely resembles classic oil pastels. I love how it works when layering. Colors overlap well, but still preserve the pastel texture. Blend brush. It's a light, soft brush when used with gentle pressure. With stronger pressure, the brush increases in size just like the previous ones. When blending different colors, it creates a smooth color transition. You can see that strong pressure results in a more intense and solid blend, while light pressure gives a soft and subtle transition. creamy pastel brush. This brush gives a thick, creamy texture, adding depth and richness to your strokes. It's very pleasant to draw with and leaves a distinctive oil pastel effect. Pastel touch brush. I really love this brush. It's highly responsive to pressure, so each press creates a different stroke. The edges are sharp and graphic, making each stroke look unique. I love how it looks when layered. The strokes feel alive and expressive, and the texture appears elegant and refined. With the rough pastel brush. This brush mimics the effect of a dried out pastel stick, creating a dry, textured look on the canvas. However, the result still feels very natural and organic. Vivid brush. This brush is really fun. When you tilt your stylus, the color changes. By adjusting the angle, you can control these color shifts, moving higher or lower to create smooth gradients. So, we've looked at the 9 brushes from the oil pastel set. Now I'll show you the 5 textures that are also included in this set. We pick any brush from the set. I chose the oil crayon brush. With a light movement, we feel the canvas move the layer. Enable the clipping mask and turn on the layer's visibility. Texture 1. This oil pastel texture conveys large, rough and dense strokes. It has that characteristic oiliness of oil pastels, creating a sense of multi-layering in the texture. For texture number 2, we also enable the clipping mask and layer visibility. This texture also shows layering, but it looks drier. Granular elements give it a rough appearance, and when zoomed in, you can see traces of dry oil pastel, as if the crayon had dried out. Texture 3. For texture 3, we blend it on a separate layer. You can see that the texture turns out softer, with less dryness and layering, something in between textures 1 and 2, which makes it look even more delicate. Texture 4. When zoomed in, texture number 4 appears very rough. Dry patches give it a realistic look. Texture 5. And the final texture, number 5, is very fine and light, creating the effect of a gentle application of oil pastel. To make the textures and brushes look even more realistic, the set also includes 3 canvases. Canvas 1. This canvas mimics the effect of watercolor paper, which, when combined with the textures and brushes, looks very natural. Canvas 2. This canvas resembles natural paper with supports. Its color is beige gray and it looks very realistic. Canvas 3. The last canvas is rough as if it were a wall. In combination with the textures and brushes, it brings a lively feel to the work. We have now been introduced to the oil pastel set. These brushes, textures, and canvases will make your digital illustrations look as realistic as possible. I hope you enjoyed this video. In the next part, I'll show you how to paint with this set and create an entire book.